Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode we're starting the new month strong with a nice big beefy tank. His name is Malganis. He's going to suck on stuff. That's it. You're welcome. Today's team comps are going to be Ragnaros, Mephisto, Zeratul, Jada, and Malganis versus Chromie, Asmo, Illidan, Arthas, and Rexar. Yeah. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It's a YouTube video. You know it was coming. Get those talents out of here. The changes that you're seeing on the screen right now, I know it looks kind of different. We're using the new Aliobs interface because what this is doing for us is putting the medallion timers right up on top of the screen so we can see when those get used, how people get out of situations, not have to pay so much attention. In addition to that, it opens up the bottom of the screen by moving all of the ability icons and stuff down to the bottom left corner in very tiny fashion. And then it's also going to give us the amount of armor that we have on top of the amount of auto attack damage that we have. And that is just up all the time. That's amazing information. Super useful for these videos. But the only trouble is that I cannot move the chat box out of vision anymore. So if that's a problem, obviously I have chat turned off in all of these games. I don't mingle with the people on my team because of the amount of just random horseshit that goes on the internet. But anyway, ooh, two-man stun behind the wall, nobody there to get, ooh, just so close, yeah, but anyway, if the chat box is an issue, let me know. We can always switch back to the previous observer overlay. Just kind of lose some stuff going on there. He has 130 health, 110 health, and he's going to get away. I'm going to lose my Zeratul to an Asmo dunk and be a little bit sad about that. But anyway, as far as Malganis is concerned, the abilities he's got are going to be Fell Claws is Q. It's going to be 3 slashes. After the first 2 go off, those are just dash and damage. The third one is going to do dash, damage, and stun for 0.75 seconds. It's pretty good. You can't engage with Q. Q is mostly what you're going to be using after you've gone in with your E, which we'll talk about in a second. But Q is... It's a coin flip on reliability, so just keep that in the back of your mind. And it's a pretty short cooldown, so you can use it as much as you want to without a whole lot of ramification for... is there an Illidan over here? Oh my god, there is. I found him trying to do a camp at the exact correct time to do a camp, but none of his team is on the bottom side of the map and is just going to throw away this siege camp. Perfect. Thank you, enemy team. I will take the gift and run away with it. Our W is called Necrotic Embrace. It's really simple. It's same cooldown as our Q, 8 seconds, and it is going to give us 25 armor when we hit the W button, and it is going to do damage in an area around Malganis. It's a very small amount of damage. I think it's like just a little bit more than our auto attacks. So, but it does couple very well with his trait for keeping him alive, and the armor is really what you want to do. So don't use this ability in the form or fashion that, oh my god, we dodged the objective smack and put Arthas to sleep. It's so good. You do not want to use this ability to poke. You want to save your W for engages, for when team fights break out, for when you need to go in. Ooh, okay, we lost our Mephisto. Can we get the counter kill on the Arthas? We can't. Are we going to lose the Zeratul again? No, he knows. He learned. He figured out how to sidestep. Way to go. Yeah, but I know, it's tough. You want to just hit the button because it's instant gratification. It's quick. It does damage. It gives you armor. It's great. But you got to stop yourself from doing that. Make sure that you're holding it for the right time and the right purpose. Our E is called Night Rush. This is going to be a 0.75 second channel that's going to give us 50% move speed. Damn, Jaina just got destroyed from that bush. And the Night Rush is going to put people to sleep that our hitbox, our body, comes into contact with. So, this ability has all kinds of cool interactions with other tanks specifically, and it's the whole reason that Malganis can even function as a tank, in my opinion. So if someone like Diablo charges you, or maybe a Murden jumps over you, or an ETC goes to slide you, anything like that, if you have Night Rush up, you are going to put them to sleep while they are doing these things. In the case of Diablo and Murden, if that happens, they are going to take a nap as soon as that happens, and nothing's going to happen to you. In the case of ETC, the slide is going to stun you, but he's also going to get slept and stop in the middle of his slide, so there's nothing that happens there. It's really cool. It's definitely one of those abilities that just makes things work. Now, all that being said, I do have a very particular talent build for Malganis that I'm using right now, and it is not going to be standard. I think that this character has got enough nerfs that you're not going to be able to play him as effectively in that manner. So I'm going to tell you what that's about, but we'll go ahead and get into the talent build here. We've taken Wing Guard at level 1 for the 75 physical armor, and this is going to mean that every time that we hit someone with our W, our Necrotic Embrace, we're going to get another charge of block. So you get one passively every 6 seconds if you don't have any, so you only get one. But if you manage to hit 5 people with your W, you're going to get 5 more stacks of block. And that is very, very, very big in the face of Illidan, in the face of Rexxar even, and Arthas to some extent as well. So I'm going to go ahead and medallion out of that. No way. Ooh, huge 3-man ring. Chromie just barely not going to get away because Mephisto has his R button ready. Sleeping the Illidan on the way out. Are we going to get the quad kill? There it is. Everybody dead except Rexxar. Don't know where he ran off to, but there's nothing in the world that makes me happier than seeing a Ring of Frost not be medallioned away. Chromie was the only one on that team who used her medallion to get out of the Ring of Frost, and even then that didn't save her because of the Mephisto ult just coming in clutch. Both Asmo and Illidan have their medallions up still, so none of them thought it was useful to dodge that Ring of Frost, even though it's a root and the easiest thing in the universe nowadays to dodge, because all you gotta do is hit the medallion button. Nuts. But let's talk about the build now, because it's gonna be goofy. I know, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna say, what the hell is this? But trust me, it's fun. At level 4, we're going to be picking up Fueled by Torment, and while Necrotic Embrace is active, Malganis heals for 18 when damage is taken, and Vampiric Touch converts 20% more hero damage into healing. He's going to get out of the circle, which I didn't know was possible, so don't pay attention to what just happened. This also goes into our trait, which I didn't talk about. It is Vampiric Touch is going to heal Malganis for 45% of the damage dealt to enemy heroes and 10% of the damage dealt to non-heroes. So, the other good thing about Fueled by Torment is that while our W is active, we're going to get that from 45% to 65%. So, any healing that we get from our Q, our W, our autos, any of that stuff gets amplified by another 20%, making us a heal lord. And I don't know if you know, but healing gives you health back and makes you live longer. Super interesting concept, I know. Another huge 3-man ring. Well, 2-man plus bear, but still. Chromie going down on the backside, and it looks like Rexxar is probably going to get away. Not big enough to get him. Can we reach the bear man? Nope. I do have an Asmo in range for some health back, though, so we're just going to convert a little bit off of that guy and get the out. Now, our level 7 talent's called Black Claws. This is going to give us 60% more basic attack damage after we hit a hero with our Q, and that basic attack is going to reduce the armor of whoever we hit by 15. So, with that reduction in armor, obviously we're going to be getting more healing per auto attack. Super useful. And it's going to couple extremely well with the Fueled by Torment at level 4. So our healing goes up exponentially on top of going up 20% with our W up. So there's a little bit of nuance to this build. I'll try to talk about it before the game ends. But we picked up Dark Conversion at level 10 because I want to have the ability to take those big health bars like Rexar and Asmodan, and even to some extent Illidan, and just swap them. I want to change them to the lowest form or fashion that we can do, and because of Malganis' continued health nerfs, we're going to try to use Dark Conversion more in the frame of, you know, like 30 to 50% health rather than dropping all the way down to 10 or 15, because he can die pretty quick when he's down there. That being said, if you can manage to find a safe Dark Conversion for that little amount of health, rip it. It's so awesome watching just health bars deplete. But it is over 3 seconds, so just keep that in mind. Oh my god, no. We chased, and we die. Ragnaros is down. Looks like Mephisto is going to be chased as well. Oh no, it's mostly me. I want this damage, though. I want to feel it all upon my body, and we're going to rip it right back at the enemy team shortly. Ooh, another huge 2.5 man ring. Rexar goes down. We get Misha as well. Arthas 2. I think we can get this Chromie. We're just going to go for it. We got plenty of health. Nothing to worry about. Nailed it. And there's the Dark Conversion, because Asmo doesn't seem to understand how hard we can fight him. I'll take that death. Yes. 2 for basically nothing. Back to the build. Oh, Chromie left the game. Okay, yeah, maybe this is an observer thing that is new, because we don't typically see this, right? Chromie really upset about that 2-man kill under the keep. I understand, you poor thing. So at 13, I'm going to be picking up the Night Beckons. Basic attacks deal 200% bonus damage to sleeping enemies. After Night Rush's sleep ends, targets are slowed by 30% for 3 seconds. So the slow is whatever. I mean, it's good, it's 30%, fine. But the big thing here is going to be your 200% basic attack damage, and the way that it is going to couple with your healing and your Dark Conversion and the whole combo that you want to rip there. So, what you're going to typically be doing when you have this talent is, number 1, sleeping as many people as you can, and then you're going to pick out a single target. You're going to first auto attack them, and then you are going to Dark Conversion them, and then you are going to hit your W, and then you're going to continue just slashing into the enemy team with your Q. I know it's a lot to think of. You're going to see it right now. Just, oh my god, look at all the healing that we got to keep us alive in that last little bit, just to run away. 2-man ring with the Blizzard on top. Jaina looks like she's going to get run down, though, so let's go back in with our Night Rush and make sure that she lives. 140 health. Just changed it to 1,400 with some ridiculous fucking healing on our abilities. My god, those auto attacks and everything going on there was exactly why I love this build. Now, the 16 that we're going to pick up is Frenzied Assault, because it just works so well with our auto attacks in the rest of the build. Basic attacks against heroes with a higher percentage health are going to heal us for 50% additional damage, and basic attacks against heroes with a lower health percentage are going to give us attack speed. So the attack speed is still going to help us out with healing, but the additional health regen, or the additional health leech, life leech, is going to be super useful in those scenarios as well. At 20, I think that the ult upgrade is a bit of a bait, because the radius is kind of small, and if the enemy team is playing in the just with an iota of understanding that they don't clump up, then it's completely useless. Not to mention, your ult in and of itself takes a lot of time to set up because you got to drop health down and get in the right position to use it. But I like Vanquish the Weak better because damage from Felt Claws and basic attacks is going to slow enemies by 25% for 1.5 seconds, and Vampiric Touch is going to convert 10% more damage into healing versus slowed heroes. Now, obviously, that builds really hard into everything else that we've done. So, if we have our W active, that is 65% healing from our trait that we're getting, and then couple that with autos or abilities on slowed targets, that's 75% healing that you're getting back now at level 20. I think that this talent is hugely underrated because of the ult upgrades. I also think that the Night Rush upgrade at 20, Alone in the Dark is what it's called, is super useful as well because the greatly reduced vision and the cooldown reduction on your E is nuts. But there you have it. If you need the build... Oh, I got 2 and Jaina got 2. We did make a fuck ton of plays that game, so I appreciate it. Everybody who clicked those vote buttons. 69. Nice. The talent build again, going to be Winged Guard, Fueled by Torment, then Black Claws, Dark Conversion, The Night Beckons, Frenzied Assault, and Vanquish the Weak. That is going to do it for Malganis on today's episode. We're going to jump into this new month with just whatever the fuck comes to mind, but thank you so much for hanging out. I haven't figured out the plan just yet. We'll see what strikes me, and we'll go from there. I'll see you tomorrow.